The two dated from December 2019 till August 2020. Michael B. Jordan. The two dated from late 2020 to June 2022. Damson Idris. The two began dating in January 2023 and broke up in March, 3 months later.
All right, welcome you guys. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Kelvin Troy Johnson. I'm a dating and relationship coach known as the Love Coach of Atlanta. I'm a men's counselor. I was a men's counselor for 17 years, turned love coach. And now we talk all about it, how men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. And today we talking about Lori Harvey. She just recently announced a separation, a breakup, and the world is having a conversation about it. But I like to talk about it from the man's perspective. I'm a mature man, so I'm going to have a different perspective than some of the other male voices out there. I have daughters this age and older, and so I understand the conversation that needs to be had and the dangers and the things that she needs to be paying attention to. So people were asking me, Kel, what would you do if this was your daughter? I'm going to tell you as well. I'm going to tell you, I gave a young lady, a 31-year-old woman who was in a relationship with a guy for 10 years. And then she's been single from him for 5 years and she's 31 years old. I'm going to tell you what I told her. So you guys may or may not agree. I'm not here for it. People could disagree with me if they like. It's okay. But I know what I'm talking about. So let's catch this from the beginning, y'all. And let's break it all the way down.
Daughter of Marjorie Harvey and adoptive daughter of comedian Steve Harvey, Lori Harvey is someone who doesn't need much introduction. Despite her still in her 20s, she has been around in the dating scene. Memphis Depay. Dutch soccer player Memphis began dating Lori in 2015 and even proposed to her in 2017. However, the two split in 2018 with Lori citing she was too young and hadn't experienced the world enough for her to commit. Trey Songz. Trey Songz dated Lori from December 2018 to February 2019. Diddy. P. Diddy and Lori dated briefly in the summer of 2019. Future. The two dated from December 2019 till August 2020. Michael B. Jordan. The two dated from late 2020 to June 2022. Damson Idris. The two began dating in January 2023 and broke up in March, 3 months later.
All right. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this for a minute. So you got Lori Harvey here. Lori Harvey is 26 years old. I don't know if y'all knew how old this girl is. But the girl is only 26 years old, and she's been through that many relationships and they got to be official because she got them on camera, right? So she's kind of an old soul. You can look at her and tell, look, she's kind of an old soul. She's got her own style. She's her own kind of woman, right? Nobody's kind of directing her. She if she likes something, if she likes somebody, she will hang out with them and she'll spend time with them. If she's not getting along too good with you, she's not feeling you, she is out. She don't take no tea for the fever. She is out and she's not dealing with it. Okay. For that, I will celebrate her. Look, this girl knows her value. For that, I got to give it to her. She knows who she is. She knows what she has. She knows. As I was putting this together, I was checking out some of the pictures in her Instagram, and this girl knows how to market herself. Okay, 26 years old. She's been through that, all of that, and just 26 years old. Now, here's the issue. When you're marketing yourself and you're marketing yourself as the product, you have to always be paying attention to how the product is being received in the marketplace. Okay. The only problem with this young lady, I'm going to show you something. The only problem that I see with her and her doing all this is the fact that she is being seen in the hands of all these men. Right? Let me start it right there. Check this out. Look at this. This is what she looking nice out on the runway. The girl knows how to put herself together. She takes care of her femininity, and she was engaged to this guy. This guy wanted to marry her. Look, he's on one knee. Memphis Depay. Look at that. From 2015 to 2018. I just told you the girl is 26 years old. So this guy was on one knee trying to marry this girl at 20 years old. She was just 20 years old. Yeah, she was just 20. She matter of fact, I think she was 19 when they got together. And he's trying to marry her. So for some reason, men desire to try to lock her down. And she keeps saying the same thing. She keeps saying, I'm too young. I'm too young to be married and to be locked down. I'm too young and free. And all these men want to lock her down. Why? Because they have a vision of who she is and what they can do with her in the future. She keeps them at bay just enough to keep them hungry. She keeps these men hungry, and she will cut them loose. She'll cut them loose. Now, look. Now, this right here is a beautiful picture in each other's arms. But listen to what I'm saying. Y'all can call me Uncle Kelvin. I don't care. I got nephews and nieces. Listen to what I'm saying. If this is my daughter, I'm going to tell her, watch out. If this is my daughter, I'm going to tell her, pay attention. If this is my daughter, I'm going to say, stop being photoed in the arms of all these men. Okay? Your value comes in by your discretion. No man wants a woman that every man has handled. Okay? You're not going to tell me that this couple was together all this time and they weren't intimate for 3 years and they all close in each other's face like this. Okay? So the perception is reality. Look, we see the picture and we have to make an assessment about what we see. And what I see is a man who may be in love with a woman, and he's got his hands around her, his hands all over her. And this is impacting how the world sees her. Let's look at the next one. It's impact. Trey Songz. Now, why she wants to get with a man in the industry like this, I have no idea. Trey Songz, of all people, you trying to hook up with an R&B star? This guy has women all over the place. I'm sure of it. he's an R&B star, and you're just Lori Harvey. Yeah, you're nice, you're beautiful, okay. But do you know how many beautiful women there are? And you're seen again in another man's arms. I want y'all to follow me on this. I want you to follow me on this. You do not allow yourself to be photoed in all these men's arms, because there's a perception going forth that you've been in that man's bed. That man singing about bed rocking. You don't think he had her in his bed rocking? Come on, man. Let's be realistic. And listen to this. Before I go to this next one, I want to tell you something. So the women, I'm an observer. I'm a trained observer. My first psychology teacher taught us on first day of class. She said, you are now to be an observer. I observe this woman and how she moves out here. And I'm telling you, these guys are trying to get with a fantasy. This woman right here is a fantasy. And these men want to lock down a fantasy. Okay. Look, there's no way she should have been seen in this picture right here. Walking next to Diddy in 2019. No way. And these are not men who have women around them that they don't sleep with. Can we be realistic? Can we be for real? Now, perception is reality. The women who see this, they say, oh, yeah, well, she's just being an it girl. She's doing her thing. And just because she's with these guys, that doesn't mean she's sleeping with them. Why? Because y'all need a hero. Women, in our modern times, y'all need a hero. Y'all need somebody to look up. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. That's what y'all doing. Y'all looking up to her and saying, look, I wish I could have been her. I wish I could have been a hot girl. I wish I could have dated all these women, all these men. But listen to look at the reality of it. You're not walking next to that guy if you're not parting the Red Sea. You're not getting that. You don't get to be next to that guy unless he's experiencing you in every way. You don't get to be next to this guy unless he's experiencing you in every way. I can't even believe they even stayed together this long. From December 2019 to August 2020. That's a long time. And again, another picture with a man all up on her. Now, this is a lady who prides herself in her brand. And if you go on her Instagram, you can tell all those pictures are curated and she got hundreds of thousands of followers and all that. She actually got a couple million followers. But I'm telling you, this is how when men are ready to when she's ready to really be taken seriously by a man and she is ready for marriage, I'm telling you, this is going to come back on her. Right now, she's 26. Right now, she's 26. Let me tell you something that I was giving a young lady some coaching the other day. She was 31. Okay. The lady was 31 years old. She says, I've been out of a relationship for 5 years. Okay. 31. So she broke up with a guy when she was 26. She said we had been together for 10 years. She said he was an amazing guy. He was a wonderful guy. We had a great relationship, no arguing, no fussing, no fighting. He even started talking about marriage. She said, but the only thing is he worked too much. She said he worked too much. He worked extra hours for no reason. We made great money. She said, I made great money. He made great money. He didn't have to work all those overtime hours. But he did, and that caused him to be away from the house. And she said, I saw the future, and I decided I didn't want to be a mom at home with a bunch of kids and just while he's out working all the time and never home and everything is on me. She's like, I didn't want that life. I said, okay, got you. She said, but he taught me what a man was. He taught me what a man should be. He taught me all of this and that. I said, okay, that's great. Understand what also happened is you were frozen in time with one person. So, and at a young age. So I told her, I said, so you've been single for 5 years. She said, yep. And I had to break it to her. I said, I know why. Because you are frozen in time for 10 years with a man, with one guy. And I told her, I said, you have to have, in order for you to get to the place where you're ready to marry, you have to have some kind of experience with relationships. I'm not telling you you should be jumping from bed to bed, but I'm telling you, you're going to need you need to understand what is really good, what's really bad. Some of the things that you think that this guy was perfect at, he might have actually been hindering your progress, but he's all you knew. You understand? And I said on his end, with him only being with one girl for 10 years, he was the same age, starting at 16 to 26. there's some things he missed. There's some things he missed out on that he doesn't understand. She said, but he's married now. I said, I believe he is. He's a relationship guy, and there's a woman who was just ready for that. She ain't got no problem with having babies and sitting home, but he was that kind of guy. So let's get back into this. I believe that you do have to have, I said all that to say, I do believe you have to have some relationship experiences, but you have to also pay attention to the perception, especially if you're trying to build a brand. She was with Michael B. Jordan, 2020 to 2022. This man wanted her to be his wife. At the time, she was 23 years old. Now, the only problem with this is she was supposed to tell this guy that she wasn't interested in getting married at the very beginning. She's the kind of woman that guys want to marry. But that's also because she's so young. She's young, beautiful, and somewhat still preserved, right? She's young, pretty, ambitious. A lot of guys like that. However, she's now 26, and this is going to be an interesting time in her life. I don't think she's going to have a hard time finding somebody who wants to be a husband. But will she have too much? So now we on to this, right? Look at the timeline. I want y'all to see the timeline. Look at this timeline of them being together. They was only together for 2-3 months. They was together for 3 months. Watch this. I got something else to show you. Watch this. Let me see. I think this got music.
She's in London with her husband. Oh, look at you. Oh my God, you have arrived. Welcome, fine girl, no pimple.
All right, so they was there at this is they were going to Beyonce's Renaissance tour in London. He's all over her, he's kissing all over her. He's all in her face. Right? Dancing around, happy. She's wearing his jacket. He's kissing. He's doing the same thing that Future did. He's doing this. Listen to me. He's doing the same thing that Future did. He's doing the same thing that Diddy did. He's doing the same thing the soccer player did. It's all the same, and it's a bad look. It's a bad look. Watch this. Watch this. This is a bad look. Now she's trying to cover her face, but it's a bad look.
She's in London with her husband.
What did he say? Did he say with her husband? This guy think that he was going to marry her. All these men think they're going to marry her. And she already knows that she's too young for marriage. I got one more. I want y'all to check this out.
I'm probably going to get some shit for this, but Lori Harvey.
Oh, Lori Harvey.
It wasn't like a smash though. Like it was like I was really like with it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can catch this from the beginning.
She was really with me. But she would Uber to like my place on the beach.
Let me see if I can catch this from the beginning.
What celebrities have you smashed?
I'm probably gonna get some shit for this, but Lori Harvey.
Oh, Lori Harvey.
It wasn't like a smash though. Like it was like I was really like with her. She was really with me. But she would Uber to like my place on the beach, and come out with me and stay with me some nights.
Was it good?
Phenomenal. Mind you. And this is before she got like thin. I was with thick Lori. Yeah. She wasn't thin like she is now. I prefer the old Lori, honestly.
Did you go raw?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
She was very, very conscientious. I'm not gonna lie to you. One time, I was trying to be slick and get a video.
Bruh.
This girl was like so on it. Like
She be looking around for a camera and everything.
Yo, she was so on it.
What celebrities have you?
Okay. Okay. Now, do y'all believe me? Did y'all hear what he said? Did y'all hear what he said? The girl asked him. He said, what the question was, what celebrities have you smashed? And he said, Lori Harvey. The girl asked him, did y'all go raw? He said, yes. So we have to assume that all of these men who we cataloged in this video have all the same.
What celebrities have?
All have the same testimony. This is where we are. Would I tell my daughter to be like Lori Harvey? In some ways, yes. And in other ways, absolutely not. I would tell her never be seen out here as a commodity that anybody can have. Because perception is reality. All right, I need y'all guys to hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and hit that subscribe button. We got more. Peace.